So let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, yeah. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me.
Hey everyone, welcome in.
We are so excited to have you guys. I do need to tell you we can actually see you. So we're going to start the interactive part of the evening right now. We're going to practice with you guys responding so we can hear you. Does that sound good? All right, you guys sound ready?
Yeah, hey look, this is a really fun production. How many of you have seen last year's production of The Other Wisemen? It was great, wasn't it? Let's hear how great it was by the sound of your voice and applause. 1, 2, 3, go. You guys sound really, really good. Last year was incredible. I got to see this production on Tuesday of this week, and I was blown away at how incredibly entertaining, how funny it was, how incredible the music was. So you're in for a treat. But here's what I want to do really quickly. I kind of want to find out who's in the room. So if you have seen more than one of Gateway Performing Arts productions, would you just make some noise? Awesome. Okay. If you've seen 3 or more, can you make some noise? All right. How about 4 or more? Oh, we've got some real old timers in here. Not old people, just some faithful people, okay?
The veterans are in the house.
And hey, so I've got one good question for you. I was a theater student growing up, and I loved the arts and got to be in some really cool shows. So something I'm interested in is, are there any theater teachers in the house tonight? Let's go. Welcome in. We're so glad you're here.
So one of our favorite things, I guess my favorite thing about Gateway Church is our performing arts ministry. Not all churches get to have one, and we do. So we actually put on, obviously, our Christmas production. We also have a summer musical every year. Who's attended one of our summer musicals? They're amazing, right? So we, in addition to our productions, we also offer classes, which I like to say is just a fun way to have community. So if there are singing, acting, and dancing classes available, if you look in your program, if you're interested in checking those out, we invite you to do so. You do not have to have any skill. I've done one, and I had a great time, so don't feel any pressure. We also have a camp coming up this summer, so if you've got kiddos who would like to be a part of the arts and you don't really know where to start, a camp is a great way to do it. It's 1 week, and we're actually going to be doing Elf Jr. We might have a minor obsession with Christmas. It's fine. And our summer musical coming up, this is when we announce it. Who's already heard what our summer musical is? Okay. All right, well, let's make some noise because we are doing White Christmas.
Come on, let's make some noise. That's going to be exciting. I'm really excited about that. Well, hey, I want to let you know about a couple of things happening here at Gateway Church over the next few weeks. Coming up next weekend, right here and at all of our locations, we have the Gateway candlelight services. That's coming up next weekend. And then to kick the year off 2023, we have what's called First Conference. And if you're unfamiliar with what First Conference is, it's a great lineup of speakers, and it's just a way that we at Gateway Church like to kick off the new year in a great way. And then I would be remiss, I know many of you may attend Gateway Church, and some of you may have great church homes, and I'm not trying to pull you away from your church, but if you do need to find a local church to attend, Gateway Church is an amazing place to be part of community and find purpose in your life. And so you can find all of our locations all across the Metroplex at gatewaypeople.com.
All right, y'all. So I'm assuming you came tonight to have fun. A couple. Okay, everybody. All right, so the first thing we want to do to make sure that that happens is we want to make sure everybody has a good view. Hopefully you're sitting in a great spot. We do have friends that are walking in. I'm officially releasing seats. If there's a reserve sign or a jacket or some other indication that it's reserved, let's be courteous and not take that seat. Friends who are already sitting, let's help our other friends who are coming in find a place to sit down. So this is the official, your seats are released. And let's all be super kind and loving as we do that. All right. How many of you guys love movies? But we don't talk in movies, right? We don't take pictures, we're not on our phones. So this is your warning for this event. We want you to take pictures. We would love for you to take video. We'd love for you to post those things at Gateway People or at Gateway Performing Arts. We'd love for you to hashtag. We just want everybody to know and have an opportunity to come and see the show. Next is it's interactive. That's part of what we're doing is trying to help you guys realize like we're in a church, but we're not at a church. Nope, we're in and at a church, but it's not a church service. We want you guys to interact with the cast and just really encourage them and let them know how it's landing for you guys. So that means you laugh when it's funny. If your kids are busting a gut, let them do it. This is not like a shh situation. We want them to have a great time. If you feel like clapping, clap. There's never a bad time to clap. So yes, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
So good. You're doing good.
Yes, and then I think the final thing I wanted to tell you guys is invite friends. We always have more seats. There's always room for walk-ups. Also, there are going to be some pyro in the show. So if you startle easily, this is your official warning that is coming, and it's awesome. It's so fun and so great. I hope you guys enjoy the show. You enjoy your time. We are here to serve you, so if there's anything we can do to help serve, please find any of us wandering around. We love you guys.
Well, without further ado, the Other Wisemen. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, whether you're at a campus, a gathering, or online, we're so glad you're joining us.
A lot of great things are happening at Gateway. Here are just a few.
To stay connected with all that's going on, visit gatewaypeople.com, follow us on social media, and join your campus Facebook group.
If you'd like to give today, you can do that through our website, our mobile app, or one of the offering envelopes at any of our campuses.
There are so many ways you can find community here. You can join a group, attend an equip class, or serve on our build team. To learn more, meet us at Connect Central, text Connect to 71010, or visit gatewaypeople.com.
We're so glad you've joined us. Thanks for being here today.
Father, give us the boldness to speak out loud what other generations only dared to whisper.
You can't outrun his grace. You can't out-sin his love. Jesus told this outcast, marginalized tax collector, yo, follow me. That's the Hebrew translation.
God is looking for somebody that he can use in a supernatural way. Would you be willing to say, God, use me?
God's calling us to the deep right now. Through the relational challenge, through the economic downturn, he said, if you allow me, I will be your anchor.
God is not done with us yet. We are about to see an awakening like we've never seen before.
Hey everyone, can you believe Christmas is almost here? This Christmas we have something special in store for you. I'm here on set for the filming of our Christmas weekend service. This year we'll gather online only so you can spend even more quality time with your friends and family during the holiday. We'll enjoy a heartfelt time of worship, and Pastor Robert has a special message to share while we celebrate the birth of our Savior. Can't wait to see you online for Gateway Christmas at home.
Join us as we celebrate the true meaning of Christmas during our candlelight services. This year, you'll enjoy musical performances from Stephen Curtis Chapman, Torrin Wells, Brian and Katie Torwalt, and Gateway's own Rebecca Hart. Experience the joy of Christmas as we sing carols and hear a special greeting from Pastor Robert Morris. And watch the room fill with candlelight as we focus on Jesus, the light of the world. We can't wait to celebrate with you.
The following program contains material taken directly from biblical accounts of the life of Jesus of Nazareth. But most of it we just made up. Viewer sense of humor is advised.
Like, is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Why are we here?
Will we escape the reality?
The reality of a world that's constantly changing amid the threat of advancing technology.
Impending global catastrophe.
The collapse of civilized society.
An ever-inflating economy.
And living in your parents' basement eternally.
Etc. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
You may be asking yourself, where
is this going?
But a better question is,
where are you going? The journey of life is twisting and turning.
But a path can appear if you know where to seek it.
A line at the end of each tunnel you make. A wise word to hear if you can find one who speaks it. Well, have no fear.
If it's guidance you seek,
you have arrived at the right time and place. It's Susa, Persia, you are here. You are here in the foothills of the Zagros Mountains, in the fertile mountains of the Tigris River. Welcome to Susa, the sparkling jewel of the whole Near East.
It's the spot where you'll find the favorite destination of a wandering adventurer.
a startling inspiration for the artist and philosopher.
A wonderful winter capital for many an ancient emperor.
Really rather popular with greedy foreign conquerors. Oh yes, we're really super duper popular with greedy foreign conquerors. Cyrus the Great and Darius the Great and Xerxes the Great, Alexander Macedon the Great.
But behind every great king is an even greater thing.
a trustworthy advisor makes the monarch all the wiser.
A sultan would be sulking without his royal consultant.
A ruler would never measure up without the magi. The magi. That's how we say it. The magi. We love the way that they can take any phenomenon, from Parthia to Babylon, a shooting star or a moonbeam or an earthquake or a bad dream, and they can tell you what it means. And they can tell you what it means.
Oh yes, each question is a quest we embark on. Each lesson is a law that we embark on. If your philosophical flame is flagging, we're
geography. 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're seeking and searching, studying and learning, asking and answering, examining and discerning. If it's guidance you seek, have no fear. You're in Susa. Gotcha. You are here. You are here. You are
Yes, welcome to Susa, where the most admired names are the advisors who retired at the top of their games.
Those #1 men now immortalized in
the Magi League Hall of Fame. Melchior the Marvelous, Daniel the Lion Tamer, Balaam the Donkey Whisperer.
Long story. Look it up. But the most valuable soothsayer of all the sages, a prophesier and advisor for all the ages.
The most amazing #1 mage of his time.
You should have seen him in his prime.
Oh wait, you can.
The wisest wise man, Artaban Farzan.
Artaban Farzan.
Artaban, #1, I can't figure out the king's nightmare, and I don't want to risk losing my position as #2 on a guess.
The dream is a warning. The king should mind his temper with those in his household, or mind what is placed before him to drink.
Poison! I knew it all along, scribe. Write this down. Let His Highness be forewarned, someone is going to poison him. Sincerely, his #2 advisor, the mage responsible for this discovery.
Oh, wow, you're so fast. What was that last part again?
Greatness waits for no one, scribe. Keep up.
A wise man might take greater care, #2, for David is far more powerful than you perceive.
With all due respect, that is preposterous. He's not even a mage. He's a glorified secretary.
Yet, is it the wise man's words remembered in history, or the scribe's record of them? Thank you for your service, David.
Oh, wow, you're so wise.
If that be true, I must credit my excellent teachers.
Well, who on earth is wise enough to teach you, sir?
The most valuable lessons I've learned have arrived through careful observation of my 3 daughters.
His 3 daughters, Darina, Cyrena, and Essie, Farzan.
Ooh. Siri, have you figured out what the king's nightmare means?
Oh, what a scary nightmare. I feel so sad for him.
Yes. And it forebodes a decidedly unfortunate future for him.
Oh no.
Someone wants to take over his throne with poison.
Oh no!
Way to expose their plans, Siri. Wow. Wow, Cyrena, you're so smart. You're gonna be a famous wise man someday, just like your dad.
That's preposterous. She's just a girl. Only a man can be a wise man.
And only a bully deserves to be put in his place. You want to see my evidence?
Why are you fighting?
Because he hurt Siri's feelings, and no one messes with my little sisters. Actually, I do have distractions from my studies. My feelings aren't hurt.
Then why are my feelings hurting?
What is all the noise in here?
Dad, tell them what you told me. Only a man can be a wise man, right?
Why would I say that?
But Dad, you said...
That is enough, son.
Psst, Naveed, You weren't involved in this, were you?
No, Dad. I did just like you taught me. Stay out of it and write it down.
That's my boy.
Dad, why did you lied?
Because Artaban is number one, and he has the real power.
But you're number two. Number two's great.
Number two stinks. Sometimes, son, you must bite your tongue and bide your time. Where there is an ill will, there is a way. An opportunity is there for those who are willing to seize it.
I'm sorry, Papa. I know I need to work on my temper, but he was picking on Siri again.
Darina, my determined one, you have your mother's fight in you, and that strength will serve you well as a leader, though even she had to learn to wield it wisely. Cyrena, my cerebral one, you have a mind that rivals any mage of record. You are right to tune out distractions and tune into your studies. Just don't forget to occasionally tune into your heart. And speaking of hearts, Essie, my empathetic one, you have a heart of purest gold. Every tear you shed for others is a priceless gift. Each of you has a gift to give this world. This is your lesson for today. Repeat after me. The strength,
The strength,
the mind,
the mind,
the heart,
the heart,
combined.
combined.
Once entwined, a band of three strands is not so easily broken. Go on.
Once entwined, a band of three strands is not so easily broken.
Very good. Never forget. The three of you, united, are stronger than any wise man. If you stay the course, you will one day lead the magi and all of Persia to the true light.
The story's pages must keep turning, turning, turning. Push must keep coming to shine. The winds of time just keep passing, passing, passing. And so do those we love.
Hear ye the final will and words of the number one wise man, Artaban Farzan.
Artaban Farzan.
To my three daughters, as each of you has been a precious gift to me, I now leave a precious gift to you each. To Darina, a diamond. Though it shines, it's the strongest of gems. Ooh. To Cyrena, a lockbox of silver, protecting incalculable valuables therein. A puzzle box, that's perfect for you. To Essie, a jar of fine fragrance, which sweetens the world with what flows from within. Ah.
Get to the good part, scribe. Who did he name as the next number one?
Yes, number two, sir. Let's see. To my fellow Susans and sages, these daughters of mine are the treasures that I bestow upon you now. These three united together shall be your new number one. What? That's amazing.
What? That's preposterous. Man, how can you have three persons functioning as one? Like some kind of trinity? We're just making things up now.
Well, Magi Code 8675309 states he has the right to name his successor.
But he did not name them.
But wait, there's more. I, Artaban Farzan, do hereby name my successors as Darina the Determined,
Darina the Determined,
Cyrena the Cerebral,
Cyrena the Cerebral,
Essie the Empathetic,
Essie the empathetic.
What does that even mean? That's not a leadership quality.
I think it means emotional. Essie the emotional.
No.
Go Farzans!
Go Farzan!
No one is going anywhere. Let me see that. Uh-oh. This hasn't been notarized.
It had to be notarized? Is anyone a notary?
Well, I happen to be a notary. I'll just make it official. Oops. Guess I grabbed the wrong pen. Oh no. Does this mean we no longer have his pronouncement in writing, and it is therefore not binding?
How could you? How dare you?
You mean we have no choice but to enact Magi Code 911, which clearly states, in the event a number one passes on without a formal document naming his successor, the next ranking mage, in this case, myself, becomes the new number one.
What? He is technically correct. It's all right. I will figure out a way to fix this whole mess. Mr. Number 2, sir.
It's number one.
Sir, surely you will not so callously disregard the wishes of your beloved predecessor, the very man who took you under his wings when your own father passed away. Will you now abandon us to fend for ourselves?
Yep. But don't fret, little emotional one. I'm sure we could find a suitable spot for each of you.
Make us official members of the Magi League. You know we've trained for this. We will earn our place.
But why bother earning your place when it is so much easier just to know your place? Boop. I tried to warn you, Farzans. Only a man can be a wise man. Well, gotta go check out my new digs over at the number one residence. I heard it's swanky. You have until the end of the week to come get your stuff. Number one, out. Oh, I don't have to do that anymore. Ah, wow. Yes.
Dari, it's all right. It'll be all right. The strength, the mind, the heart combined, once entwined, a band of three strands is not so easily broken. We have to remember what Papa said. If we stick together, nothing can break us.
The journey of life is twisty and turning, but a path will appear if you know where to seek it. A light at the end of each tunnel you face.
For there's one sign to figure out at the debate ball game. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of Persia's favorite pastime, Debate Ball, where the biggest stars of the Magi League battle it out in heated debate over the meanings of signs and wonders. Speaking of big stars, up for debate tonight is the latest natural phenomenon, a bright new celestial anomaly. What could it possibly mean? We hope to find out tonight in the contentious crosstown showdown between the West Susa Wisemen and the East Susa Kings. Hi, Cyrena.
Hello, Naveed.
So good to see you out and about. I'm so glad your time of mourning is over. Say, Cyrena, do you have a fun fact I can announce at tonight's game?
A fun fact? Sure.
Great.
Tonight's contest marks the 427th meeting of these rivals. Yet, only the second time in history they've competed under a 5/8 wax and gibbous moon when the combined number of letters in the competitors' names is equal to the square root of the largest Fibonacci number to also be a square, so that's fun.
Wow. I have no idea what that meant. You're so smart.
Yes, so smart, sis, but sometimes I worry for you. People want to be moved, you know, and you get them in motion with emotion. You got to speak to their heart, Siri, from your heart.
That hypothesis is unsupported, Essie. My heart is physically incapable of speaking, and I'd like to state for the record that my preference is to not speak at all.
What? You're amazing.
He's right. You have to own your voice. Nobody put Siri in the corner.
Again, my preference is to be in the corner.
And that's why you have your sisters to help you through that. Listen, we just need to remember who we are. We were trained by the greatest West Susa Wiseman of all time, Artaban Farzan. And we have to remember what he told us, that the three of us united will one day lead these magi to the true light.
Go Farzans!
See? Dari speaks from the heart. Just do that and you'll start having all kinds of friends.
I already have plenty of friends.
Books aren't friends, Siri.
Well, they are to me. They share with me all sorts of secrets. In fact, I've deciphered what this new star means.
You have? Well, what does it mean?
Farzans! I see you've finally come out of hibernation.
It's called a period of mourning, number 2.
And I am called number 1 now. Perhaps your grief has affected your memory?
Sorry, force of habit.
I'm sure. Now, what were you saying about the meaning of the star?
We would never dare to break the rules by pronouncing an interpretation while not on the debate ball field.
Oh, are you saying the Farzan family is no longer loyal to the West Susa Wisemen? Boo! Right? Boo.
No, I'm saying we're team players, and you did assure us you'd give us positions.
I didn't say on the team.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, let's see. You're good at managing, correct?
Yes. You're making me team manager?
No. Team equipment manager. And you can start by letting out these debate ball shoes for me. They're a little tight.
Those belong to our father.
Very observant of you, yes. I love the material, nicely worn in. It just turns out they weren't big shoes to fill after all.
What? Ari.
What about my sisters? What about Cyrena? She knows every book in the archives, cover to cover.
Yeah, she's so smart.
Excellent. You will make the perfect stats keeper. And be sure to pad my stats. But seriously.
No way! You get to work up here next to me. Come on, Cyrena.
What about me?
Yes. Baby Farzan, what was your skill? Essie, don't tell me? Afterthought?
Empathetic.
Pathetic?
No, empathetic.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Clearly. It means she's great at connecting with people and what they're feeling, and she's persuasive, a voice people listen to.
Long beards. Nice long beards here.
Perfect.
No.
Yes. And might I recommend wearing the blonde beard? It'll really bring out your eyes. Oh, you might want to wipe those tears, though. There's no crying in debate ball. Well, I think we're off to a great start, Farzans, don't you? Oh, just in case this isn't clear, I'm giving you this shot out of the goodness of my heart. But it's your only shot. You try anything funny, you're out of here! Huh? I'm on out.
The teams are out ready to take the field. Come on, Cyrena, I saved you a seat.
What good is the heart, the skill,
The brain.
the will, the way that we trained if we're still at the back of the line?
Hey, yo, can I get an East Sousa King's crown?
What good is the sweat, the tears,
The hours.
The years.
There's nothing but time to kill when you're riding the pine.
I have one of those! Face the facts, we're never gonna be a number one.
But you can always be a number one fan. 'Cause only a man can be a wise man.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the East Sousa King. And their crosstown rivals, the West Sousa Wisemen.
How good are the men, the kings, who take a swing at analyzing anything that is out of the norm?
The East Sousa Kings will start in the field today. First up for the Wisemen, number 2. It's number 1. Oops, sorry. Force of heaven.
He steps to the plate, competes, debates, to appease the folly of the fool when the theories are formed.
And here comes the first pitch.
The meaning of the celestial wonder is an omen of doom.
Your mom's an omen of doom.
Deflecting foul thoughts.
It's a fact, it takes tenacious men to get the win.
So we are lucky we are stuck in the stands. 'Cause only a man can.
Oh, and a wild pitch. Nice catch, Cyrena.
Siri, the pitch came to you. This is a sign. You know what the star means. Tell them.
All right. Well, there is an obscure prophecy from Balaam the seer, also known as Balaam the donkey whisperer, also known as the forefather of the magi, as you know. Well, he predicted the eventual rise of a star from Jacob, who was also known as Israel, as you may or may not know. Well, the star in the prophecy clearly represents the arrival of the greatest king the world has ever seen. Then, when you cross-reference that with the prophecy of Daniel, the lion tamer, who is also known as Belteshazzar, which establishes a period of 70 groups of 7, which is 490, as you know, and then considering it has been approximately 490 years since that prophecy was given by Daniel, aka Belteshazzar. Clearly this means the arrival of the star. Herod's the arrival of the star from Jacob/Israel, which Balaam the seer, the donkey whisperer, the forefather of the magi, predicted so very long ago. So, that's fun. I'm done.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Now throw the ball back, if you can throw it that far.
Essie,
I know. My fellow Susans and sages, this star there in the west, see it shine in the darkness of night, foretelling a brighter tomorrow for those who have chosen to follow its light. For a child in the land
What a compelling interpretation.
Ha! More like, what a complete load of preposterous nonsense. In fact, I heard the Farzan sisters conspiring before the game to usurp my rightful position as number one.
Yeah! And I heard them say that they hated the Other Wisemen. And they think the paintball is boring. Cancel the Farzans. Cancel! 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 Cancel!
I tried to warn you girls that I would not stand for any funny business from you. But no, you chose to abuse my goodwill. Therefore, as number one, I must invoke my authority to hereby banish you. You and you and you. You're out of here!
Face the facts, you're never gonna be a number one or two or three or four or five or infinity. 'Cause only a man can be a wise man.
A newborn king above all kings in Judea? I can't make sense of it, and yet I sense its truth.
As do I. As do I.
I feel I must go at once to find him and worship him.
As must I. As must I.
I'll bring the gold.
I'll bring the frankincense. And I'll bring the Bitcoin.
I don't foresee that Bitcoin thing panning out. You got anything else?
Oh, I think I have some myrrh.
That'll have to do.
Ari, what are we gonna do? We have no jobs, no place to live.
I don't know. I'll fix it. I just need to think.
Naveed, they kicked you out too?
Nope. But where we go one, we go all. Go Farzans! And me.
Dari, what are we gonna do?
What are you gonna do, Dari? Look at them. They're all looking at you. What are you gonna do?
Ooh, I know how to make jewelry out of grass. I can teach you guys, and then we can sell it by the roadside.
It's all right. I've got it. You've got nothing, Dari. No home, no future, no father or mother. You're the big sister, the leader. Oh, brother, what are you gonna do?
In hindsight, the out-of-order interpretation held a low probability of success. Perhaps I should have kept it to myself.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could move the heart of such a heartless person.
Listen, ladies, none of this is your fault. It's not on you. It's all on you, Dari. What are you gonna do? Papa, I wish you could help me now. I have your love for them, and I will fight to see them through. But how can I follow in your footsteps now? If only a man can be a wise man. How can I ever be a wise man like you? How can I be a wise man? Be a wise man. I've got it.
An idea?
Even better, a plan. Hey Siri.
Yes?
How far is it to the capital of Judea?
Jerusalem is approximately 345 leagues.
Number 2 can banish us from the Magi League, but he can't stop us from being a king's counselors. So I say, let's go find this new baby king, prove we're worthy to be taken into his court of advisors, and we'll be set. But we can't show up empty-handed. We'll need precious gifts.
Like the ones from Papa.
Exactly. Good thinking, Siri.
Dari, magi are men everywhere. It is highly unlikely that this king is going to accept us.
I've got a plan for that, too.
Face the facts, we're never gonna make it as sisters, but as misters, we might have a chance, 'cause only a man can
be a wise man.
No!
Road trip!
You are here in the city that is sitting pretty on a rocky plateau above the Kidron Valley. Welcome to Jerusalem, a holy center of a whole religion we call Judaism.
Mazel tov, you've made it to the capital of the promised land, where chosen people choose to come and schmooze with other Jews.
Well, you can schlep a sheep up to the temple. If it's Sabbath, keep it simple.
Long as you blame everything on Romans and their puppet king.
Herod the Great.
Amen, he's literally the worst.
Amen. In Jerusalem, you are here. 2 years later.
I got fruits! I got figs!
Ooh, I'm looking for dates.
You're in luck.
Let's go.
I'm also a matchmaker.
Let's go.
All right. We finally made it. But where's Naveed?
I'm here. Sorry. Had a little trouble finding a place to park the camels. Turns out I'm not very good at parallel parking.
All right, everyone, listen. We need our reputation to precede us to the palace. So we've got to make our big entrance here first.
This is inarguably not my gifting. May I please find a corner to read my scroll? I just got to the good part.
I'm sorry, but we do everything together, like Papa taught us. And if we want an audience with the king, we've got to impress the audience here first. Give them a show they won't stop talking about. Let it spread all the way to the palace.
Like a virus? You're saying you want us to go viral.
What's a virus?
Hypothetically, it's a self-replicating agent involved in the spread of certain contagious diseases.
I don't want to be that.
Wow. You're so smart. Let's go viral.
Naveed.
Wait, you mean like leprosy?
I believe leprosy is caused by another hypothetical contagious agent I am currently calling bacteria. So in that case, I suppose we'd be going bacterial.
Yes. Let's go bacterial. Let's spread some leprosy.
Naveed.
Unclean! Unclean!
No, we're not unclean. We're really very clean.
I'm not.
However, neither agent is a suitable analogy for increased visibility, as both are invisible to the naked eye.
You said naked eye. Can you imagine an eye with little clothes on it?
Okay, can we refocus here? Everybody, just stick to what we rehearsed. Go big or go home.
And we can't go home.
Right. Places, everyone. Over here. Naveed, bring us in.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Your attention, please. Life is a gamble, a roll of the dice. What you need is good advice. You need 3 wise guys from afar, and here they are.
Shalom, good friends, how do you do? We've come to town to give your king a clue. He needs 3 wise guys from afar, and here we are. A notch above your average folks. We're cracking codes while we're cracking jokes. We're 3 wise guys from afar, and here we are.
Speaking of cracking jokes, hey Essie.
Yes, Dari?
What are 10 things in life you can always count on?
Your fingers! Speaking of counting, hey, Dari.
Yes, Essie?
What do you call a hen who counts her chicks before they hatch?
I don't know. What do you call her?
A mathematician!
Speaking of math, hey Siri.
Oh no.
Why did the mathematician have 12 kids?
Well, based on the information you provided, I would have to deduce it because she was so great at multiplying.
Multiplying! It's funny!
Doing great, everyone. Keep it up. I am the one who can get things done. That price, take a bit off it, and you'll double your profit.
I make facts and figures fun. Did you know the deadliest foe is the tiny mosquito?
I can turn a phrase or sing you a song.
And I'm the one that gets to tag along. Tag along with me, come on!
Dari, your plan appears to be working.
I think they like us.
Of course they love you guys, you're amazing.
Our traveling troupe is a little bizarre, but we've been hot to trot on the trail of the star. We're 3 wise guys,
And me.
here we are. We're really wise. We're really wise. And we're really guys. They're really guys. We're just 3 wise guys.
And me.
Here to hobnob with the Jewish king. Yes, 3 wise guys from afar. They've been hot to trot on the trail of the star. Just 3 wise guys. 3 wise guys. 3 wise guys. 3 wise guys. 3 wise guys.
And me.
And me. And me. And here we That was great! Even better than the other guys.
What other guys?
They said they were 3 kings from the east.
East Susa Kings?
The debate ball game. They must have heard our interpretation and come up with the same plan we did. Ugh.
Did they go to the palace?
Yeah, they arrived yesterday, spoke with Herod, and left last night.
Oh, wow. Just missed them. Turns out spending that extra day at the Dead Sea harvesting body scrub made a difference after all.
If they already left, they must not have found the new king here.
They headed south out of the city toward the suburbs. Bethlehem, I think.
I was wondering about that. The prophet Micah did say the Jewish King of Kings would be born in Bethlehem.
Well, why didn't you say anything?
Well, you just seemed so sure we'd find the king here in Jerusalem.
We've got no time to lose. Naveed, grab the camels.
Well, that's gonna be difficult.
Why? Didn't you park them somewhere?
Yes, but then they ran away.
What?
No.
If it's any consolation, it's only 5 leagues to Bethlehem.
Ooh, race ya.
Come on down to Bethlehem, the hills of Judea call.
The hills are alive.
To the underrated home of David, greatest king of all. Yet, o'er our Christmas city, a star has reappeared to welcome all who wander near to Bethlehem, Bethlehem. You are here.
6 hours later.
Wow, you guys are so fast.
All right, everybody, keep your eyes peeled for a baby king. There's no palace here, not even a largish house.
I know. Isn't it charming? Can you imagine living in a place like this? The suburbs.
There's an inn over there. Perhaps that's a good place to start.
Oh, you think they have beds?
Eye on the prize, Naveed.
What? Ah! I wanted to knock. I've been practicing.
Hello.
Hi. Is your mother or father home?
They're on a date, having some grown-up time. I look after things until my bedtime. Which was an hour ago. Whoops.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Hi there. Listen, we've traveled from a very long way away.
Oh, welcome to the Welcome Inn.
Thank you. We're looking for some specific people that may have come through town.
Oh, I know. Everybody who comes to town.
How?
What can I say? It's just part of the gig. Grown-ups like to travel somewhere different to do something new. Off they go with their heavy things, then they show up here just like you. And just like you, they look tired. No, you do. You should see your face. But it's okay, we have beds inside. You have arrived at the perfect place. The Welcome Inn has a room for you. Come inside, step right this way. Let us care for you. Here, let me carry that. Whoops! I hope that wasn't expensive. We are delighted that you have decided to stay. Welcome in.
Thank you. But we aren't actually staying here.
Yeah, we're just looking for a newborn king.
His birth was announced by a star a couple of years ago.
Oh yes, I was here when he was born.
You were?
Way back when I was just an immature child. Kids, am I right?
You're saying the king was born here?
Well, not here exactly, but I can show you. Come with me. Grown-ups like to worry about guests who are stressed because I ruin things. So off I go to play in the barn with my friend the mouse. He can sing. But one night I was playing outside, staying out of the way. A man and his wife had a baby arriving, needed someplace to stay. But my father said, "There's no room inside. I'm so sorry, sir." Then the lady cried. The mouse and me caught each other's eyes. We both knew a what we had to do. Welcome in, has a room for you. Come inside, step right this way. My dolly has warmed up this bed for you. Whoops, just try not to step there. I am delighted that you have decided to stay. Welcome in. So I close the door and I walk away, feeling proud to have guests in my special place. But the lady cries out, I think maybe the baby is on its way. Then I see light in the starry sky. It's the brightest that I've ever seen. Then these shepherd men, they come running in, out of breath and they fall to their knees. They look frightened, but excited. They say, an angel has sent them to me. Asking where is he? We have come to see the King. Grown-ups don't believe me. All that happened back then. I'm a silly child when my thoughts run wild. But I know now what can happen when you say welcome in. Little friend asleep on the hay. What a pleasure to meet you. So grateful to greet you. We are delighted that you have decided to stay. Welcome in.
Angels and shepherds and stars. Oh my.
He really must be the greatest of kings.
Born in a smelly stable? No offense.
So, where can we find them now?
Oh, Mrs. Mary and Mr. Joseph live just up the road. They're really nice.
And the king's name, the baby?
Jesus.
Jesus. Well, let's go. We can catch Mary and Joseph before they go to bed.
Oh, you didn't need to hurry. They left town this morning, and I don't think they're going to be back for a while. They took all their stuff with them.
They left town? Well, where'd they go?
Where was it? Think. Egypt.
Egypt? No town? Just Egypt?
Yep, I should really go to bed now.
What?
Egypt!
You are here on the scenic cruise to the west, round the Red Sea on a northeast African quest. Welcome to Egypt. We have words like sarcophagus. We got water from the Nile, files of papyrus, pyramids for miles, and the temple of Osiris. We got the Sphinx and mummies, and our pharaohs ain't no dummies. But if you're looking for a king, we got just the thing. Take a little trip on up to the capital of Egypt, Alexandria.
hoped would be so big.
Hey Siri, where are we now?
Well, we are here in the gateway to the old great sea, which was named for Alexander, to whom we're grateful for the grandeur of the lighthouse, which presides over their whole enlightened lives, one of the 7 wonders of the world.
But the thing that we are most proud of,
The thing of which we are most proud,
the thing we really, really, really love,
is our library. We love to read. Our library is legendary.
One could claim that our collection has careened out of control. Yes, and we confess we harbor 500,000 scrolls.
of cities in the world, we are officially the wordiest. Ergo,
We are officially the nerdiest. In Alexandria, Egypt, you are
The library will now be closing in anticipation of this evening's event.
What event?
Forgive us for our boasting.
That is not our intention.
But this year we are hosting
The Worldwide Magi Convention! MagiCon! MagiCon!
Yes! We are not allowed to be here. Quick, grab your beards. Oh no. Okay, quick. Everyone hide. Siri, watch Naveed.
Nerds and fans, wannabe sages and mages, it's time to get your geek on! And now, everyone raise a staff to the night's featured celebrity mage, all the way from West Susa, Persia, is number 1.
Oh, yeah. How we feeling, MagiCon? Better now that I'm here, right? Look at all you geeks in your homemade costumes. So cute. Number 13. Keep an eye on that one. She looks like a Rush the Stager. All right. Y'all ready for me to work my magic? Let's go. When I walk in the room and the joint goes kaboom, what a feeling. You feel that? The rush of the fame when they're calling my name sends me reeling. So appealing, looking sharper than a knife, just living that red carpet life. When I'm rolling in style, how can you help but smile? 'Cause it's fun to be number 1, feeling fine. When I get what's mine, everything shouting he's the man, yeah, it's fun to be number 1.
number 1!
Thanks, I totally get it. I mean, how could you not? In fact, here's an ode to myself. I'm the alpha dog, the big tomcat. I'm what's going on. I'm where it's at. For all you band nerds out there, I'm first chair, no second fiddle for me. I played enough of that. The pain that I feel when I bow or I kneel, I abhor it. That means I hate it. But the joy and the glee when they're bowing to me, I adore it. Aren't they adorable? If you wanna stay on top, gotta fight for the spotlight. Never stop. From the bottom I scratched and I clawed. Look, I know I'm a bit offensive, but I'm a villain. It's what I do, baby. 'Cause it's fun to be number 1, feeling fine. When I get what's mine, everything shouting he's the man, yeah, it's fun to be number 1. Am I power hungry? Perhaps. Am I addicted to the sound of my name, the acclaim? You betcha. But I mean, how else can I fill my soul, that gaping hole, than with fame? Because eventually I do bore of the same old chores, the same old things, the autographs, the evil laughs, the kings to advise, and making every single thing sound wise. I don't apologize for being me. I'm precisely who I was raised to be, you see. My father would be so proud of me. And yet, if I'm honest, and let's be honest, I rarely am, it's a little exhausting maintaining the illusion, you see. It's all a bit of a sham, it's a scam. Appearances can and do deceive, but as long as you believe that I am who I say I am, then this shall evermore be my jam. That is fun, to be number one, feeling fine. When I get what's mine, never fail. Shouting, he's the man, yeah, it's fun. To be number one. And speaking of fun, you didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah, that's right. You never know when I might. Uh-oh! Mage is the root of magician, by the way. Don't trust a magician, because no matter what they say, they've always got something else up their sleeve. Yeah, it's fun to be number one, feeling fine. When I get what's mine, everything. Shouting, he's the man, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun, fun, fun to be number one. I'm number Easy, easy. 6 feet. 6 feet, please. Magi. So hard to find good help these days.
We've got to be careful without our beards. Where's Siri and Naveed?
I don't know, but we did just set her loose in the world's largest library.
There she is. Siri, is Naveed not with you?
Is this a trick question?
Well, we've got to find him before he runs into number 2.
You will never guess who I ran into.
We've got to hurry and get out of here before he finds us.
Wait, I found Mary and Joseph in the census.
They were in the scroll?
I found their names in a census from 7 years ago, but when I looked at the next year, they weren't there. However, I did find someone who might know where they went, their old neighbor, a Jewish man from Cyrena named Wakasham.
Great job, Siri. Well, where does Wakasham live?
Here?
In the library?
How does someone live in a library?
Let's ask the librarian. Hey! Do you know where Wakasham lives?
Who's asking?
We are.
Wakasham speaks to no one.
You don't understand. We've been searching for 12 years.
I'm sorry, but Wakasham speaks to no one.
Please? This is very important to us.
Wait a second. What's that?
This? A lockbox, protecting incalculable valuables. Puzzles are so fun.
Well, I might be willing to part with some information of value to you for something of value to me.
This is not for sale.
Well, okay, suit yourself.
Okay, you can have it.
What? No.
Siri, I think this might be one of those moments that Papa talked about, where you need to tune in to your heart.
This box undoubtedly holds significant value to me. but it does not hold my memories of Papa. I find the value of information she holds to be worth more to me than the material item itself.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Wakashim's right there.
This guy?
Yeah.
Are you Wakashim? Honorable Wakashim, for the last 12 years, we've been searching for the child King Jesus so we can offer our services to him. We implore you, if you have any information regarding their present location, please share that with us.
Why aren't you talking? Why isn't he talking?
I told you, Wakashim speaks to no one. He can't talk. That's why I let him live in the library. He sets a good example for the others.
Give her the box back.
Shh, no refunds. Puzzles are so fun.
Wakashim, do you really know Jesus and his parents? Do you know where we can find them?
I think that's a yes. Where?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem?
No.
Farzan's. Wow. Haven't seen you in forever. What's it been, like 3 or 4 years?
12.
Oh, well, time flies when you're number one, right? Not that you would know that. Hold up. Didn't I banish you from all Magi League events? Wait, I get it. You're trying to steal some of my thunder again, aren't you? Well, some people never learn. Number 3, we have some trespassers over here. Take them outside. Remind them of their place.
We just need 1 more minute and we will gladly leave and stay away from you forever.
Why do you need another minute? Because he is about to tell us where to find the prophesied King of Kings.
Oh, a prophesied King of Kings. Well, as a number 1, he would want me, the prime rib, as his advisor, not some moldy leftovers. So, where is he? You want to play it that way, eh? Number 13, take this guy outside too. Loosen his tongue a bit.
You're Other Wisemen. Why are you doing his dirty work?
We know. We're so ashamed.
Number 3, get me the location of that king stat. You think you can do that? Idiot thugs.
What's that? Number 1 is giving away free hugs? 6 feet! 6 feet! You're right. We are better than this.
Yeah! Go Farzans!
Hey, you know what they look like. Want to take a field trip with us to Jerusalem?
Jerusalem!
Hey Siri,
Yes?
where are we?
Approximately 1 day's walk from Jerusalem.
You are here 3 months later.
And I was so worried about the old man, but he ended up being okay. Just a little limp. Anyways, that's how I found out I am not good at spear throwing. You know, Wakashim, can I call you Walkie? Walkie, you're a really great listener. I'm a really good talker. That's so sweet. Thank thank you. You miss talking? And singing? I had a feeling. You can always see it in someone's eyes because real singing comes from the heart. And you've got singer's eyes. Lots of heart. I can tell. So, how'd you lose your voice? If I may. When you were a boy. Oh, sorry, a baby. You were a baby king? You were a baby king? Oh, and your mother. That's your mother? Oh, that's sweet. Oh, the baby king's mother. Oh, Mary? Yes? Did somebody? Wakasham! Joseph, come see, it's Wakasham!
How is this possible? Oh, blessed be the Lord.
Oh, and who is this? This is your friend, very pretty friend. Oh, these are your friends. Oh, well, any friend of Wakasham is a friend of ours.
Well, any friend of Wakasham is a friend of ours.
Oh, you're looking for Jesus. Yes, he loves meeting new friends. He should be around here somewhere. Joseph, where did Jesus go?
I don't know. I thought he was with you.
With me? No, we agreed he would walk in the caravan with you and the men.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In Jerusalem, remember? I said he's 12 now and he's asking man-sized questions about prophets and things. Don't you think it would be great for him to spend some time chatting with the men? You don't remember this conversation?
Well, yes, but I thought you meant generally, like after we got home or something.
No, I was referring to this long journey we were about to start, where there's nothing to do but walk and chat.
Yeah, but we really don't chat much about the prophets while we're walking.
Well, what have you been chatting about?
I don't know. Abijah's new wood saw, or how far we can throw a rock. Whatever comes to mind. You know.
Honestly, honey, I don't know.
So, where is he now?
Jerusalem!
You are back here in the city where you left your little kitty.
Just the prophesied Messiah.
Oh, that really is a pity.
Welcome back to Jerusalem.
We have to split up from Mary and Joseph and from each other.
What? Why?
Because we have to be the ones to find him, to prove we're worthy to be his advisors. Meet back at the governor's mansion at sundown. Let's go. Did anybody find Jesus?
No.
No.
Nope.
One word, no.
But I did see Mary and Joseph leaving town with a boy.
What?
Well, I would have said hi, but I didn't want to interrupt them. She did not look happy.
Well, we have to catch them. But where could they have gone? Hey, Siri.
Yes?
Any prophecies about where the new king should live now? His hometown?
Well, it has been said that he shall be called a Nazarene, so there is a probability they live up north in Nazareth.
Nazareth?
Nothing good comes from Nazareth.
Nathaniel, how many times have I told you not to talk to strangers? Okay, so if nothing good comes from Nazareth, a great king will definitely not be there. Let's go south to Bethlehem first, see what we can figure out, and then go from there.
I love it when a plan comes together. We'll go anywhere but Nazareth. Go team!
You are here again, back on the road that goes somewhere you haven't been. But then again, who really knows what lies around the bend? In this wilderness, you're wandering again.
You're nomad. Soon as you set up home, it's time to get up and go again.
It'll make you go mad when things start looking the same old town with a different name.
Your life is so sad.
On familiar ground,
These boots are made for walking around from town to town.
Year after year, if you're wondering if you're lost,
have no fear.
Wherever you are now here.
It says nowhere.
18 years later.
It's nearly twilight. Tabitha and Alexander should be back with Naveed soon. Rufus, are you hungry? Your brother and sister should have some leftovers from the wedding they're working.
Nah, I eat a cricket, so I'm good.
Great. He's eating bugs now.
Hey, Mom, I did all my chores. I even got rid of this really cool scorpion nest in the tent. So can I play with my friends now?
Honey, I really think you need some new friends.
So can you play with me?
Go play with your friends.
Yes. Hey, Yosef. Hey, Dov. What do you guys want to play today? Oh, great idea, Dov. Settlers of Babylon.
Yeah, we need to find him some real friends. It's just so hard when we're never in the same town longer than a week. Walkie, can I confess something? I'm tired. When I was a little girl, I dreamed of living in a beautiful palace. Now, all I want is to live in one place. All of us, an actual place to call home, a place to raise our family. Am I crazy for wanting that? You want it too. You know, for a guy who can't talk, you really know how to say the right things. How do we tell Dari?
Tell me what? So, we've searched all of Israel twice, except Nazareth. I've been thinking, maybe we can at least try Nazareth. There's really no downside into giving it a shot.
Tell me what?
There's technically only a 1.7% chance he's in Nazareth, but now that we've looked everywhere but there, that probability increases substantially. Although, if he is in Nazareth and we don't go, there is a 100% chance we are going to keep missing him. Tell me what, Essie?
Walkie and I have been talking. We feel like it's time to settle down.
Don't be ridiculous. You're just hangry. Soon as you get some food in you, you'll be thinking clearly in no time.
Want a cricket?
Dari, what I'm trying to say...
Anyway, no time to chit-chat. Let's get our stuff packed up for Nazareth. Really? Yes, as soon as the sun comes up. Hey, Rufus, can you help me with...
Stop. We have to stop.
This never-ending quest, chasing the next hot tip.
Is that what you think this is? Just a hot tip? According to Siri, there's a crazy high probability he could be in Nazareth right now.
72.5.
See?
Unless they moved back to Egypt.
Dari.
No. We can't quit. We are Farzans, and we don't quit. Not until we finish what we've set out to do.
I never set out to do this. This was your plan the whole time.
Essie, after 30 years of being on the outside, we could finally be on the doorstep to the kind of life that Papa wanted for us.
You're wrong, Dari. The kind of life Papa wanted for us was not about living in a palace.
Is that what you think this is about? Living in a palace? No. What Papa wanted was for the three of us to always stay united, because a three-stranded band is not easily broken.
Well, then I guess I'm breaking up the band. Mom! Dad! Tabitha? Aunt Dari, Aunt Siri, we found him! You found who?
Him! Jesus!
It's true! You kids are so fast. But it's true. He was there at the wedding.
Okay, slow down. What happened?
Well, it was after dinner. I'm in the kitchen washing dishes.
And I'm refreshing people's drinks.
And I was in charge of the wine. And we ran out of wine.
And there was this lady who had come back to find out what was going on with the wine.
It was Mary.
Right, but I didn't know that. Anyway, she just goes and says something to this man.
It was Jesus.
Right, but I didn't know that. And then the man is all like, woman, why does this concern me? And the lady turns and says, do whatever he tells you. And I'm just like, okay.
And this man walks to these huge pots and says,
fill these pots with water.
So, we finished filling the pots to the brim.
We?
Fine. They finished filling the pots. And then the man says, now, dip a cup into one of the pots and take it to the master of ceremonies. And I'm like, okay. So, I dip a cup and I bring it to the MC.
And the MC takes the cup and drinks it.
And it was wine.
And it was amazing. Wow, that is not.
Essie, do you hear that? He's right there in Cana.
Oh, well, he was, but he and his followers left town long before the wedding feast was over.
Well, where did he go? Well, he's got to be nearby. Let's split up. We'll set up a perimeter.
I'm sorry, Dari. We made our decision.
But he's so close. The kids just saw him.
No, the kids said he's long gone. And I can't do this for another 30 years.
Walkie, don't you want to see Jesus again?
Yes, but if Jesus is the promised King of Kings, we will serve him wholeheartedly wherever God has placed us.
Where will you live?
Near Jerusalem, maybe the suburbs, Bethphage perhaps. We'll build a home there. And if you aren't able to find Jesus, at least you'll know where to find us.
What about you, Siri? Are you going to follow Essie or are you going to follow me?
I'm going to follow Jesus.
Great. Naveed?
I'm going to follow her.
Naveed, may I have the jar of spikenard?
Yes.
Take this. You gave up your precious gift so that I could find mine.
You keep it. You can sell it to buy a home.
Siri, no, I couldn't possibly. What would you give to Jesus?
I'm not sure. But if he can turn all that water into wine, I don't think he's going to need this. I don't know of any mage that could do that.
Thank you. And thank you, Dari, for everything. And Waki says, may God bless your journey and cause our paths to cross again.
I still think you're making a mistake, but it's your mistake to make. Siri, Naveed, let's go before we miss any more miracles. Time to get back into the hunt, pack it up and move on. Pick up all the pieces of your dream and journey on, 'cause you gotta catch the miracle.
You just missed him. He healed the royal official's son. Blessed be the Lord.
Before it's gone.
Yeah, he just healed my mother-in-law.
Peter, stop being so chatty and come help my daughter.
Blessed be the Lord.
Trying to keep our courage up, fighting to keep the faith. We keep our eye on the prize.
Yes, he healed a paralyzed man they lowered through my roof and left me this great new house feature. I think I'll call it a skylight.
We keep on taking aim, but we always miss the miracle.
This time, he said he'd cause thousands of fish to jump into our nets. I'm so stuffed.
I'm so hungry.
It always is the same.
And then he said he'd teach me to fish for men.
Nope, this just got weird.
He cast demons out of my crazy neighbor into my pigs. I wish my pigs hadn't died, but at least my neighbor's wearing clothes now.
Running a race around the world in 11,000 days, reaching for the finish line in May. You just missed it. As soon as you think it's over, that's the moment you discover you've been running in someone else's lane. Blessed be the Lord.
So for many years, I had this issue of blood.
And he made mud out of his spit and healed my eyes.
And we had 12 baskets of leftovers.
I'm chasing someone else's miracle.
If you can just touch the hem of his robe.
Someone else's praise.
If you just get a spit in your eye.
Someone else's testimony.
Leftovers?
Maybe it's someone else's faith. Hey Siri.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Bethphage. 3 years later.
Excuse me. We heard a rumor about a donkey being taken from here by Jesus. Do you know anything about it?
Excuse me. These folks are asking about the donkey, Essie.
Essie?
Siri? Dari!
And me!
Hi, Naveed! I've been so worried about you guys.
Yeah, I've been worried about us too.
I thought surely by now you'd caught up with Jesus, but when he came through, you weren't with him. And so then I thought something terrible happened to you.
You saw Jesus?
A few days ago, a couple of his followers came and asked to borrow our donkey and her colt. They just said the Lord needs them, and we said, okay.
It was your donkey.
It was. Our whole family followed them out to Jerusalem. A huge crowd of people were waving palm branches, shouting, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. I can't describe what it felt like being there in the middle of it all. You should have seen it, Dari.
You're right. I should have seen it. I mean, we've been chasing him for the last 3 years. The last 33 years.
You look good. Happy.
I am. We sold the jar of spikenard to a woman, got a whole year's worth of wages for it. More than enough to buy a home here in Bethphage. The kids pitch in working the land, and we sell produce out here in town. Rufus even made a few human friends. Life is good. Blessed be the Lord.
Yes, blessed be the Lord.
I really am happy to see you. And that you have a home and that you're so happy.
Thank you. Walkie and the kids will be so excited to see you. They should be back soon.
Show her.
I've had a change as well.
You're married?
Betrothed, until we can settle down.
What a lovely ring is that?
Grass. I braided it myself.
Well, listen. Our place is big enough for the family. The whole family. If y'all are ready to come off the road.
You have beds?
Yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna go check that out.
Essie!
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't recognize the voice.
Essie!
Mom!
I don't believe this. It is such a pleasure to see you, Dari, and Siri, and where's Naveed?
Taking a nap?
I don't understand. You're talking.
Oh, can I tell her?
I saw it happen. I'm the oldest, so I get to tell her.
No, I will tell her. Once upon a time in a land far away.
It was just up the road.
Yeah, it was definitely today.
Let me tell it, please. We were hanging about town, just minding our own vegetable business.
I was merchandising.
I was working a deal.
When suddenly out of the crowd, Jesus came. He looked in my eyes and called my name. He said, Simon, do you want to be healed?
Who's Simon?
Oh, that's me. My name is Simon. It is surprisingly difficult to act out, so I just went with Wakasha. And he said, Simon, do you want to be healed? And then I said, and he said, it is so, take up your voice and go. Then I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, blessed be the Lord. And now I'm truly elated to state that I can finally fully articulate all I wanted to say but couldn't quite say before. Words like aggrandize, multifarious, convivial, demagogue, vociferous. First like good night, hello there, I apologize, what a lovely hat. And no, young lady, you're not going out wearing that. But more than anything, my favorite phrase of this freshly picked word bouquet is I love you, I love you. And that is all I wanted to say.
Dad, this is perfect timing. So now that you can talk, there's this girl I like. And I'm not too sure if she likes me, and I don't know what to do with all these feelings I'm having, so I was wondering...
Ask your mother.
Hold on a second. Are you saying that you've all seen Jesus and none of you even asked him if you could be his advisors?
Dari, he does not need advisors. He is the greatest teacher I have ever heard.
But people say he keeps talking about a kingdom. All kings need advisors.
Well, Jesus, he's not that kind of king. See, Jesus is something more, something greater.
Siri, you know the ancient writings better than any of us. Have you read anything to back up what Walkie is saying?
After all I've studied, I know he's not what I thought. Now I believe he's God's promise to us, his gift to the world. Like Simon says. He doesn't need our advice, or anyone's for that matter.
But we are the daughters of Artaban Farzan, the wisest wise men of our age.
Yes, Papa was wise, but even he didn't have the wisdom and power that Jesus does.
So are you going to keep chasing after Jesus, even though he has no actual kingdom?
Where else can we go? Who else has the words of life?
Speaking of that, Dari, there's something we need to tell you about someone who will be excited to see you.
Is that him? Jesus?
Hey, Farzans!
You.
I'm sorry, Dari. I know this must be a shock. It was a shock to us too.
You knew about this?
Darina, what a blessing to see you now.
Excuse me?
Hey, Rufus! What's up, big man? Yeah.
What is it? What is going on? There's no magi event we're crashing. Just leave us alone.
You know, that's fair. I deserve that.
Dari, at least hear him out.
Walkie? Bestie from the Westie, you're talking!
Well, Jesus healed me.
Of course. Welcome to the Miracle Club, my man. Bring it in.
What is going on?
Yes, well, it's a long story.
If you dare start singing right now.
You know, that's fair. My bad. It all started back in Egypt, and I overheard you guys saying you were going to Jerusalem to find the King of Kings. Well, instead of heading straight home to Persia, I grabbed a few magi, and I followed you to Jerusalem.
You followed us?
Yep. You know, even worse, actually, I sabotaged you.
What?
I had been spying from a distance, and when you guys split up from Jesus' parents in Jerusalem, I stayed on them, which seemed like the logical thing to do. But then I overheard them say they were going to Nazareth. So I went on and on to a boy who was standing there about how nothing good can come from Nazareth. Tell all your friends. Honestly, I did not think that part was gonna work.
You sabotaged us.
I know, right? Wow, that was terrible of me. Darina, friends, I apologize.
Yeah, but tell her what happened next.
So, as Mary and Joseph were leaving Jerusalem, I hurried after them with one last look around to make sure you guys weren't nearby, but I tripped, fell down some stairs, boom, paralyzed. The magi who were with me left to get some help, but I never saw them again. I mean, let's be honest, I was pretty terrible to them too. Wow. I hope I get a chance to apologize someday. Magi, I was terrible to you. That's my bad.
So, then he's all alone and he can't really move and he's all like, okay, what do I do? So he had to beg people for help for like 20 years.
You know, I have a much greater respect now for those in the service industry. I used to be a terrible tipper.
And then some people came along and felt sorry for him.
Yeah, I mean, I was crying a lot, loudly.
And they told him about this man who could do signs and wonders. And he was all like, no, I know about signs and wonders. It's all a sham. And they were all like, no, it's legit.
So they picked him up and hauled him on a bed all the way to Capernaum where this man was teaching at a house. It was Jesus.
Right. but he didn't know that. And there were a lot of people in the way, and the door was too small for his bed, and they were like, well, we can't tear a hole in the wall. Let's tear a hole in the roof. And he was like, okay.
So right there, they lowered him down with ropes through the hole in the roof.
And Jesus took one look at him and said,
Get up, take up your mat, and go home.
Well, I didn't have a home. But then I ran into Walkie and Essie, the empathetic. And they invited me to come live with them here. Isn't that great?
I do not believe this. Did you even verify that his whole story is true? He could be conning you.
I believe him.
You know, I wouldn't believe me either, Darina. But we skipped over the most important part of my story. Before Jesus healed me, he looked me in the eyes and he said, friend, your sins are forgiven. Friend, no one ever called me friend before. And I didn't realize until that moment that what I really needed more than power or wealth or a title, even more than having the ability to walk and move, was to be forgiven.
Isn't that unbelievable, Dari?
Unbelievable.
So now I spend my days walking around telling everyone my story. And whenever I don't know what to do next, I just ask myself, what would Jesus do? I even made myself a bracelet to always remind me. WWJD, see?
Number 2, sorry, number 1.
Oh, no, that's okay. I prefer number 2 now. After meeting Jesus, I have embraced my true role. He is first, I am second.
Wait, if you've been here, then who is leading the Other Wisemen?
You know, I couldn't tell you. To be honest, the magi never warmed to my style of leadership. They always felt like I stole it from you guys. Wait, I did steal it from you guys. I am so sorry. That is my bad. You know, I bet if you Farzans went back, they'd probably just give you the number 1 position as the rightful heirs of Artaban.
Naveed, can I have my diamond, please?
Naveed! It is so good to see you!
Wait, you talk? Walkie-talkie? I must still be dreaming. I'm going back to bed.
Essie, we can finally go home. Fulfill Papa's will for us to lead the Magi.
This is home now, Dari.
But we can't go without you. Right, Siri?
Dari, I've found the king I want to serve now.
Yes, you have. He has no kingdom, but he sure is handing out miracles left and right. You get a miracle, and you get a miracle. And even you get a miracle. Obviously, I'm not good enough to make the list. So I'm gonna take this and go. Find a leader to follow. A leader who will appreciate this. Appreciate me. Whenever you're done with whatever this is, you can come find me. Blessed be the Lord. Here I go with my one-man show. The circus is back in town. I'm the ringmaster, the bearded lady, and clearly I'm the clown. Still waiting for a miracle while my world falls down.
when will I be the next in line? When will they call for me? I've taken a number and waited patiently, but I'm number infinity. On the outside for eternity. Have I not proven that I'm worthy? Am I not worthy? Or could there be some great good that I've misunderstood? A good that can do more than heal a man. It can transform a man completely. Could I be missing the miracle that's right in front of me?
Have you heard? Jesus has been arrested. There are even rumors he may be crucified. He's being held in the home of the high priest.
But you don't understand. He's innocent.
That is no concern of mine. You've had your time with the high priest. Now go.
Sir, is this where they're holding Jesus? I have something of great value. I can buy his freedom.
Buy his freedom? I just sold him for 30 pieces of silver. I just sold him for 30 pieces of silver. What have I done?
Okay. You, sir, aren't you one of the followers of Jesus?
Me? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you were with him. I know you were. You're one of his followers.
I swear to you, I don't know the man. Oh no! What have I done?
What is with these people? Mr. Guard, sir, please, I have something of great value to the high priest.
What is it?
This diamond, sir. I'm offering it to the high priest in exchange for the prisoner's freedom.
The prisoner's not for sale, but the high priest thanks you for your offering.
No! That diamond is all I have left in the world. Please, I must speak with the high priest at once.
Lady, only men can have an audience with the high priest. Sorry.
Hey, kid.
Hey, Aunt Dari. Welcome back.
You playing with your rock friends again? Thought you had real friends now.
I don't know what's real anymore.
Me neither, kid.
Rufus, you need to come inside. It's not safe. Dari. Walkie, Siri, everyone. Dari's here.
Where have you been? Lost, I guess.
They crucified him.
I know, buddy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to all of you for everything.
Dad, tell her what happened.
I don't want to talk about it.
They made Dad carry his cross because he was too injured and weak.
It was so awful, Dari.
It's unspeakable.
I don't understand. Why he chose to heal me and not himself. It doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. I mean, what kind of king? In every story I've heard, he showed such power, wisdom, such kindness. I wanted it to be true. But every time we dare to hope for something, we take a step in faith, the ground just pulled out from under us.
I don't know what in heaven is going on, but God is faithful. So we wait.
Mom, look, it's Mary.
Naveed.
Oh, thank you. Wait, I recognize you all from those many years ago when my son was lost. Wakasham, is that you?
It is.
And you have found your voice.
Well, Jesus found it for me.
Of course he did.
Mother Mary, this is the woman I was telling you about, who tried to purchase Jesus' freedom with a diamond.
Oh.
Mary, I failed you. I'm sorry I couldn't free your son.
You didn't fail me, dear. I think Jesus knew exactly what he was doing. And in time, all will be made clear. But thank you for trying.
The truth is, we've been trying for the past 33 years, searching for your son after seeing a star announcing his birth. We each had precious gifts to offer him as tokens of our allegiance. If only I had my diamond with me now, I could offer it to you. Ease your burdens a little.
I appreciate the offer, my dear. However, the Lord has provided all I could ever need. Blessed be his name.
How can you say that?
Dari.
I'm sorry, but after everything you've suffered, everything you've lost, how can you say he's provided for you? How can you still bless his name?
You're right. I have suffered much, but I've seen so much more. I've seen an angel standing before me. I've seen stars align and wondrous signs that bring shepherds and kings. I've heard prophets speak of all he'd do and of how my own soul would be pierced too. It has all come true. Every moment yet another part of the treasure I have hidden in my heart. There are miracles only I have seen. The first time he opened his eyes and looked up at me, the sound of his cry, 'cause even a miracle child gets hungry, and he wanted me. Every memory, another part of the treasure I have hidden in my heart. I've seen him laughing loud and climbing trees, coming home with scraped up knees, telling me my hugs can heal anything. And I've seen him hanging on a tree, alone in pain, and somehow saying, forgive them, they know not what they do. And he said, where your treasure is, your heart will be. My heart is in that tomb. I choose faith, though I don't understand. I choose hope, though I still hurt. I choose love, and though all seems lost, love remains the treasure, more than worth the cost. And after all I've seen him say and do, I know my son would say it too. My dear, the gift he wants most is still yours to give. The treasure in his heart is you.
Mother Mary, are you ready?
Thank you.
You know, the last time we crossed paths, I had lost Jesus. Thanks to you, Joseph and I eventually found him 3 days later in the temple. His father's house, he said. It seems I have lost him again. But in the darkness of night, I have learned to watch the horizon. Look for the sun to rise.
That's deep.
God be with you.
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe he is. Blessed be his name.
Peter! John! Mother Mary! He has risen! I've seen it with my own eyes!
Who?
Jesus! I have seen the Lord!
Legend. If you stay the course, you will one day lead the magi and all of Persia to the true light.
And so, nearly 35 years ago, we were cast out from among you.
Yeah, that's on me. They're actually awesome. That's my bad.
But that wasn't the end of the story. For the creator of the universe,
the architect of the heavens,
the one true king had provided a miracle for us.
A prophecy-fulfilling celestial anomaly.
A star.
Pointing the way to a newborn king in the west.
So we followed the star and found the king. And though his earthly life was marked with signs of great power and authority, he was not the king we expected to find. He was a king of great humility
and compassion
and wisdom
and healing
and forgiveness of sins and leftovers.
Yes, leftovers. And to those of us who felt like leftovers, he's made a way for us to become children of God.
Though he was killed, he rose from the dead.
And then, right before our eyes, he rose into the heavens, saying he was going to prepare a place for us.
A kingdom not of this world, but of heaven.
But he didn't leave us alone. He left his spirit who lives inside of us, giving us the power and words to speak to you now.
We tried to earn his favor by offering our precious gifts to him, yet it was he, Jesus, who offered us the most precious gift imaginable, a new life. And you too can have this precious gift, not by offering gold or silver, but offering something of even greater value to him. You. Your strength, your mind, your heart, your very lives. Our lives. If you believe our message today, simply open up these treasures to him, yourselves, and welcome him in. And receive in return a new life in the true light. Hope for the hopeless.
A home for the homeless.
A friend for the friendless.
A voice for the voiceless. A father for the fatherless. A light in the darkness.
Yeah, come on, can we just give this amazing cast and this amazing crew and everyone involved in the Other Wisemen just an amazing round of applause. Come on, let's let them hear it one more time. Incredible job. Incredible job. Well, in just a moment, we're all gonna go home to our lives, but before we dismiss, you know, this incredible production that's taken countless hours to put together, and these actors and actresses and production team and all the cast and crew have worked tirelessly to put this together, and we've hoped that it's been enjoyable. We hope that it's been fun and that you've enjoyed this night. But the real reason behind everything that you just witnessed is the message that was just presented. And while I know that oftentimes a place of worship gathers worshipers and people who have already connected with God and have started relationships with Jesus and are on a journey of faith. But I'd also be remiss to think that someone in here today might not have needed that message and maybe have, in this moment, put their faith in Jesus for the very first time. And maybe you're in the moment where you need to put your faith in this Jesus that you've heard this message about today. Right now, we have that opportunity. And I would just like to ask you a question as we have a prayer team that are making their way down to the front of this room right now, and they're in the balcony area as well. We'll have someone ready to pray with you, but I want to ask you this question, and it's a question we ask at Gateway all the time, and it's this. You know, this production had a very clear, direct message, but we also know that the Holy Spirit is here and moving and speaking in many, many ways. And he has the ability to do that in a very individual way with everyone in this room. And so my question to you is this: what is the Holy Spirit saying to you through this production? Because I believe that he's speaking to all of us. So with that question in mind, and considering the needs that you may have in this moment, maybe you walked in with a very heavy burden this time of year. The Holy Spirit is at work. He's moving through this message, and he's at work in this moment. And the very presence of Jesus Christ is here now, and he's ready to meet with you. There's no need too big. There's no need too small. Maybe you've struggled with some of the things that were addressed in this production. Maybe you've tried to impress God but have felt far away. Maybe you've tried to earn your way into favor with the creator of the universe, but this gospel of God's grace and this message of the true story of the good news of Jesus has captured your heart in this moment. I want to encourage you to not leave this place without receiving prayer for any prayer need that you may have. I'm gonna close us and dismiss us. But even while I'm speaking now, if you need prayer about anything going on in your life, you can just step out of where you're standing. I'm not sure if this is new to you or normal to you, but it's something we do all the time. You can just step out of where you're standing, walk right down the aisle, and one of these people, one of these prayer leaders at the front will begin to pray with you, and it will be just as normal as anything else in our lives, that we would agree that Jesus Christ would meet us right at the point of our needs. We believe that there is power in prayer. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Let me please pray a prayer of blessing over everyone here, and then we'll dismiss. But if you need prayer specifically for something going on in your life right now, I want to invite you down. So Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this incredible production. Thank you that we've gotten to laugh. Some of us cried, but ultimately we're so grateful for the message that was presented here today. And that is the message of Jesus Christ, the good news that by God's grace through faith, we are saved. Lord, we're grateful and so thankful that you so loved us that you would send your Son, Jesus Christ, to die and to be raised and ascend to the right hand of the Father, promising and securing us eternal life. So Lord, if anyone in here needs prayer, needs a relationship with you, God, I pray that they would receive that now, Lord. And then I pray a specific prayer of blessing on each one of these people as they go into this holiday season and into a new year. And it's in Jesus' mighty name we pray. And everybody said, amen, amen. Can we just give this cast one more round of applause? Amen. Well, you are dismissed, but please, if you need prayer, stay, and we'll see you next time. We'll pray as long as it takes to pray for everyone who needs you. God bless you.